It's back to school week here in the Inland Northwest, and as you get your kiddos ready for school today, we want to help you choose some healthy options when it comes to lunch and even breakfast. So this morning we have registered dietitian and nutritionist Brittany Thorpe with MultiCare joining us this morning. Brittany, glad to have you back here on the show. Brittany, I want to start things off talking about the first meal of the day, breakfast. Some people say the most important meal of the day. Oftentimes people are in a rush, especially as you're trying to get out the door for school. So what are some good on-the-go options if you are in a rush?
Yeah, so definitely early morning, we want to have some good nutrition to give us energy and some stamina. So for breakfast, I'd always be thinking like protein with a carbohydrate. So I've got some like hard-boiled eggs and fruit. That's a fruit cup, maybe like a trail mix, a drinkable Greek yogurt, even things like a breakfast burrito, a breakfast sandwich. Portable, great options that we've got that good pairing.
Amazing. What are some common mistakes people make with breakfast items? Because I know there's a lot of the cereals and sugars. That's tough for people.
Yeah, so most of us love carbohydrates and sweets. So things like Pop-Tarts or like a kid's sugary cereal. But those foods digest very quickly. And so they just give us like a spike and then a crash in energy. And they really do not help with hunger because there's no protein in them.
Yeah, got to have the protein. All right, let's talk about a balanced lunch. We have some great lunch options that you brought us. Tell us about what a balanced lunch looks like.
So when I'm thinking about a balanced lunch, I'm looking for 5 things. We want to have a protein source, a starch or a grain. We have some vegetables, fruit, and a calcium-rich source. So most of mine here are dairy, so cottage cheese, yogurt, or cheese. But those 5 food groups is going to make sure you've got a good balanced plate that's going to give you energy and stamina.
Yeah. So if kiddos are maybe not getting the at-home lunch, but they're going to the cafeteria and they have some choices, what would you advise those kids to reach for?
Yeah. Well, so if they're choosing the school hot lunch, that should be like USDA balanced. Otherwise, I would be coaching your kids, like, how can we get this kind of a balance with what's available? So if there is a sandwich option, is there a fruit cup on the side? Can we get some lettuce on the sandwich? So it's just teaching your kids, how do we best get this balance when we can with what's available?
Totally. Okay, so if parents are going to grocery shop, what are some items that they can reach for to maybe keep kids fueled throughout the day?
Yeah, so even if it's kind of quick and easy, like a Lunchable, and maybe we're adding an individual trail mix on the side. I've got some no added sugar fruit leathers here, or a yogurt. So having that balanced lunch, but having extra snacks that do have a little bit of carbohydrates and protein is going to give them that stamina, especially if they have extra after school activities where they might need it.
What about what to avoid?
Yeah, so I would limit or avoid all of those super processed, high sugar, low fiber things like individual chip bags or cookies and anything that doesn't have protein, so like ramen noodles. And it doesn't mean none, but make sure if we do have sweets in moderation, we still have the rest of the balance in the meal as well.
Okay, and Brittany, how can people reach you if they have more questions?
Yeah, so you can find me at MultiCare. I am in the weight management clinic, but you can always send me an email as well, brittany.thorpe@multicare.org.
All right, Brittany Thorpe, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Appreciate it.